Hello, my friends. Welcome to Speed Up English. I'm Hannah, your English teacher. Today, you will practice 200 English sentences to help you speak and write more fluently. The sentences are about school, homework, studying, and university life. And we will practice them using shadowing. That means you listen, repeat out loud, and copy my pronunciation. If you practice a little every day, your listening, speaking, and memory will improve together. Your job is simple. Just listen regularly, repeat with me, and trust the process. Let's begin with part 1, beginner level. This is a shadowing practice for beginners. You will practice one sentence at a time. First, listen to the sentence slowly. Then, repeat the sentence naturally. Take your time. Let's begin. 1. I go to school every weekday. 2. My school is large and clean. My school is large and clean. 3. My teacher is nice and helpful. 4. I sit at my table in the classroom. I sit at my table in the classroom. 5. I open my book and read. 6. I write notes in my notebook. I write notes in my notebook. 7. I listen when the teacher talks. 8. I ask questions when I do not understand. I ask questions when I do not understand. 9. I do my homework every evening. 10. Homework helps me understand better. Homework helps me understand better. 11. I write with a pen or a pencil. 12. I bring food from home. I bring food from home. 13. I have lunch with my classmates. 14. We eat together and talk. We eat together and talk. 15. The school bell rings. 16. I learn English at school. 17. I also learn math and science. 18. History is interesting to me. 19. In art class, I like to draw. 20. I play outside during break time. 21. I run and play with my friends. 22. I learn new English words. 23. I read short stories. 24. I write simple sentences. 25. I spell words carefully. I spell words carefully. 26. I learn step by step. I learn step by step. 27. I study every day. I study every day. 28. My teacher gives me support. My teacher gives me support. 29. My classmates are kind and friendly. My classmates are kind and friendly. 30. I put my hand up to speak. I put my hand up to speak. 31. I answer the teacher's questions. 32. Sometimes my answer is correct. Sometimes my answer is correct. 33. Sometimes it is not correct, but I try again. Sometimes it is not correct, but I try again. 34. I take my homework to class. 35. The teacher looks at my work. 36. I get a good score. 37. This makes me feel proud and happy. 38. Homework can be difficult, but I do not stop. Homework can be difficult, but I do not stop. 39. I enjoy studying. I enjoy studying. 40. I want to learn more. 41. I listen with care. 42. I speak slowly and clearly. I speak slowly and clearly. 43. I say new words again and again. 44. I practice every single day. I practice every single day. 45. I write with care. I write with care. 46. I read aloud in class. I read aloud in class. 47. I use a dictionary to help me. I ask my teacher when I need help. 49. I learn simple grammar rules. I learn simple grammar rules. 50. I copy sentences to remember them. I copy sentences to remember them. 51. I look at my work again. 52. I fix my mistakes. 53. I become better over time. I become better over time. 54. I enjoy my English lessons. 55. I like being at school. 56. School is very important. School is very important. 57. Learning gives me strength. Learning gives me strength. 58. I want to speak English well. I want to speak English well. 59. I have big dreams for the future. 60. I want to do well in life. I want to do well in life. 61. School helps me grow every day. School helps me grow every day. 62. Homework helps me improve. Homework helps me improve. 63. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Now, let's move on to the next level. The sentences will be a little longer. Listen carefully and try to shadow with me. First, listen to the sentence slowly. Then, repeat the sentence naturally. 1. I go to school every morning to learn new things. I go to school every morning to learn new things. 2. My school is not very big, but I feel comfortable there. 3. I sit down at my desk and take out my books. 4. When my teacher is speaking, I listen carefully. When my teacher is speaking, I listen carefully. 5. If I want to answer, I raise my hand. 6. Sometimes my answers are correct and sometimes they are wrong. Sometimes my answers are correct and sometimes they are wrong. 7. When I make a mistake, I learn from it and try again. 8. In the evening, I usually sit at my desk to finish my homework. In the evening, I usually sit at my desk to finish my homework. 9. Homework can be challenging, but it helps me improve. Homework can be challenging, but it helps me improve. 10. I write with a pencil and fix my mistakes when needed. 11. I carry my books, notebooks, and lunch in my backpack every day. I carry my books, notebooks, and lunch in my backpack every day. 12. At lunchtime, I go to the cafeteria with my classmates. At lunchtime, I go to the cafeteria with my classmates. 13. We eat together and talk about our lessons. We eat together and talk about our lessons. 14. After the break, the bell rings and we return to class. 15. In English class, I read simple texts and practice speaking. 16. In math class, I solve easy problems step by step. 17. In science class, I learn about nature and the world around me. In science class, I learn about nature and the world around me. 18. Art class is fun because I can draw and be creative. Art class is fun because I can draw and be creative. 19. During break time, I play outside with my friends. 20. We run, talk, and relax before the next lesson. 21. At home, I read slowly to understand new words. At home, I read slowly to understand new words. 22. I practice writing short paragraphs to improve my English. I practice writing short paragraphs to improve my English. 23. When I do not understand something, I ask my teacher for help. 24. My teacher explains again and supports me. 25. I feel happy when I receive a good grade. I feel happy when I receive a good grade. 26. When homework is difficult, I do not give up. 27. I keep practicing until I understand better. I keep practicing until I understand better. 28. Every school day I learn something new. Every school day I learn something new. 29. My classmates are friendly and we help each other. My classmates are friendly and we help each other. 30. I believe small steps help me make progress. Now, let's move on to the next level. The sentences will be a little longer. Now we are moving to the upper intermediate level, B1 to B2. If you practice regularly, your fluency, confidence, and natural English will continue to improve. Let's begin. 1. I usually study for 1 or 2 hours after school. I usually study for 1 or 2 hours after school. 2. Sometimes I feel tired, but I know studying is important. Sometimes I feel tired, but I know studying is important. 3. When I finish my assignments, I feel satisfied. When I finish my assignments, I feel satisfied. 4. I try to organize my notes by subject. I try to organize my notes by subject. 5. Keeping my notes tidy helps me review faster. 6. I highlight key ideas in my textbooks. I highlight key ideas in my textbooks. 7. This makes important information easier to remember. This makes important information easier to remember. 8. I often use flashcards to learn new vocabulary. 9. Short daily review works better than long study sessions. Short daily review works better than long study sessions. 10. Studying with a friend helps me stay motivated. Studying with a friend helps me stay motivated. 11. We quiz each other before exams. 12. Explaining answers helps me understand better. Explaining answers helps me understand better. 13. I try not to study at the last minute. I try not to study at the last minute. 14. Preparing early reduces stress before exams. 15. When I need quiet, I study in the library. When I need quiet, I study in the library. 16. At home, I turn off my phone to focus. At home, I turn off my phone to focus. 17. A quiet environment helps me concentrate. A quiet environment helps me concentrate. 18. My teachers give homework regularly. My teachers give homework regularly. 19. Homework includes reading, writing, and problem solving. Homework includes reading, writing, and problem solving. 20. Sometimes I prepare short presentations for class. Sometimes I prepare short presentations for class. 21. I practice speaking in front of a mirror. I practice speaking in front of a mirror. 22. This helps me feel more confident. This helps me feel more confident. 23. I read English articles online every week. I read English articles online every week. 24. Reading helps me learn new expressions. Reading helps me learn new expressions. 25. I sometimes watch videos with subtitles. I sometimes watch videos with subtitles. 26. This makes learning more enjoyable. This makes learning more enjoyable. 27. At school, we often work on group projects. 28. Teamwork teaches me communication skills. Teamwork teaches me communication skills. 29. We learn how to share ideas respectfully. We learn how to share ideas respectfully. 30. Disagreements help us learn problem solving. Disagreements help us learn problem solving. 31. University life is different from high school. University life is different from high school. 32. Students have more freedom and responsibility. Students have more freedom and responsibility. 33. Professors expect students to study independently. Professors expect students to study independently. 34. Time management becomes very important. Time management becomes very important. 35. Many students live in dormitories. Many students live in dormitories. 36. Dorm life can be fun but noisy. 37. Students learn to share space and time. Students learn to share space and time. 38. Some students cook together in shared kitchens. Some students cook together in shared kitchens. 39. Others prefer eating in the cafeteria. Others prefer eating in the cafeteria. 40. Joining clubs helps students make friends. Joining clubs helps students make friends. 41. Many students work part-time jobs. Many students work part-time jobs. 42. Balancing work and study is challenging. Balancing work and study is challenging. 43. Good planning helps reduce stress. Good planning helps reduce stress. 44. Students sometimes stay up late to study. Students sometimes stay up late to study. 45. They drink coffee to stay awake. They drink coffee to stay awake. 46. Exams can feel stressful without preparation. 47. I create a study schedule before exams. I create a study schedule before exams. 48. Following a plan helps me stay calm. 49. I take short breaks to stay focused. I take short breaks to stay focused. 50. Breaks help my brain rest. Breaks help my brain rest. 51. Passing a test feels very rewarding. Passing a test feels very rewarding. 52. I celebrate small successes with friends. 53. Failure is not the end of learning. Failure is not the end of learning. 54. Mistakes help me improve. Mistakes help me improve. 55. Teachers encourage students to learn from errors. Teachers encourage students to learn from errors. 56. Learning is a long journey. Learning is a long journey. 57. Patience is important for progress. Patience is important for progress. 58. Studying can be difficult but meaningful. Studying can be difficult but meaningful. 59. Education opens doors to the future. Education opens doors to the future. 60. I hope to study abroad one day. I hope to study abroad one day. 61. Meeting international students is exciting. Meeting international students is exciting. 62. We share cultures and ideas. We share cultures and ideas. 63. Learning is not only about grades. Learning is not only about grades. 64. It is also about growth and confidence. It is also about growth and confidence. 65. My goal is to enjoy learning every day. 66. Homework, projects and exams are part of the journey. Homework, projects and exams are part of the journey. 67. I am ready to face new challenges. I am ready to face new challenges. 68. I will keep learning step by step. 69. Consistency leads to improvement. Consistency leads to improvement. 70. Knowledge guides me forward. Knowledge guides me forward. 71. Practicing shadowing improves fluency naturally. Practicing shadowing improves fluency naturally. 72. Listening and speaking together strengthens memory. Listening and speaking together strengthens memory. 73. Daily practice builds confidence over time. Daily practice builds confidence over time. 74. Small effort every day makes a big difference. Small effort every day makes a big difference. 75. I trust the learning process. 76. I believe in steady progress. I believe in steady progress. 77. Learning helps me become independent. Learning helps me become independent. 78. Education prepares me for real life. Education prepares me for real life. 79. Every lesson brings new understanding. Every lesson brings new understanding. 80. I feel more confident using English daily. I feel more confident using English daily. 81. I can express my ideas more clearly now. I can express my ideas more clearly now. 82. English helps me connect with others. English helps me connect with others. 83. Communication skills are important in life. Communication skills are important in life. 84. Learning languages opens new opportunities. Learning languages opens new opportunities. 85. I feel proud of my progress. 86. Confidence grows with practice. 87. I'm not afraid to speak anymore. 88. Every mistake teaches me something new. 89. I keep improving my skills daily. I keep improving my skills daily. 90. Learning gives me direction and purpose. Learning gives me direction and purpose. 91. I enjoy the process of learning. 92. English is becoming more natural for me. 93. I stay motivated by setting goals. I stay motivated by setting goals. 94. Each day I get a little better. Each day I get a little better. 95. Practice is the key to long-term success. 96. I am building strong language habits. I am building strong language habits. 97. Consistency matters more than speed. Consistency matters more than speed. 98. Learning English supports my future goals. Learning English supports my future goals. 99. I feel ready to use English in real life. I feel ready to use English in real life. 100. I believe continuous learning leads to success. I believe continuous learning leads to success. Great work today. You've just finished a B1 to B2 shadowing practice. Remember, fluency comes from daily listening and speaking, not from studying longer. Keep practicing a little every day. Trust the process and don't be afraid of mistakes. If you find this practice helpful, please subscribe to Speed Up English for more effective lessons. I'm Hannah. See you in the next practice.